to make her understand that ladies are not my problem. That me walking up to her to express my feelings doesn't mean there are no other ladies out there.
So
but because it's like
I'm going to hold you there, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies are not his problem. We'll be right back.
At that moment, I was like, since I can't have the one I love, since I can't get her, since people are saying my dad is stopping me from getting the one I love,
yes.
So what am I living for?
Right.
Because I just felt that I'm living for her.
So you really wanted to kill yourself? This is no joke.
I really wanted to kill myself.
Wow. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We've been speaking with Greatness, who's been very, very brave, telling us about his escapades with women, slept with over 250 women. I thank you for your courage, because it's not easy to come here and sit and talk about these things. But hopefully people will learn about your experiences. This is what this is all about, right? Now, to the present day, your new girlfriend, Becky, you tried to kill yourself, right? Yeah. Tell us what happened.
Actually, I never informed my parents about I going into a relationship with Becky. And the day I told my dad about it, he was really angry with me. He said I'm not supposed to go date my landlord's daughter, which is his own landlord. But the landlord is respecting him so much, and he wouldn't want to do anything that would bring down the respect he has for him. So I was like, my love for Becky is genuine, and this is my intention. I made it known to him. So he was like trying to judge me by the past. He said it's not possible.
But do you blame him though? Do you blame him for trying to judge you by your past? Do you blame him?
I won't blame him.
250 girls. Do you blame your dad?
I won't blame him for that. When I was serious telling him how much I love this girl, Becky, he felt I'm just trying to bring disgrace to the family. So he tried to stop me, said all manner of things. It was only my mom who actually walked up to me. She said, son, if you truly love this girl, why not? Go ahead. After all, you are no longer a baby. That was what she said.
Exactly.
And my dad was like, I think he even had misunderstanding with my mom that particular day. That why should my mom be saying such a thing? That she should understand that the lady in question is the landlord's daughter.
Can I ask, how many children does your mom have? How many children are you all together? How many siblings do you have?
Okay, I think my dad, we are all 19.
19?
19.
19, right, okay. By your mom, just your mom?
My mom is 5.
Your mom is 5. You mean he has 5 wives?
He has 5 wives.
Your father has 5 wives?
Yeah.
All still together?
Yeah, all still together.
I think that is, that's fantastic. Let's clap for Greatness's father. Because it's not easy. He has 5 wives under the same roof with 19 children. That's an accomplishment, I think. Don't you think so, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah. I think so. I think, to have five wives, 19 children. So what is your ranking? What number are you in your...
I'm the last born.
Oh, I see. I see. You're the last child. Right. Because I was asking this just to try and understand your mother's, perspective. So she was supporting the relationship, but your father wasn't supporting the relationship. Yeah. That's interesting, because you would expect somebody that has an experience like that himself to understand, but he didn't understand. He didn't want to be a part of it.
He never wanted to.
And obviously you respect your dad a lot. You didn't want to disobey him.
As a matter of fact, I respect him. I love him so much.
Wow.
I think the love I have for my dad and my mom, they are equal.
Right.
Because they are the bomb.
Yes.
Just the best.
Right.
The best parent on earth.
So you did not want to disappoint your dad?
I didn't want to disappoint
But you did not want to leave your girl either?
I love her.
So you thought to yourself, I have to do something.
Yeah.
And
actually, when I discovered that my dad was serious about it, to the point that he said he's going to disown me if I should continue with that relationship. So I felt bad, because it reminded me of the past relationship. I was now like, why is it that all these things are happening to me?
Now that you are born again.
Born again.
Right.
So why is it happening to me? So I just thought of, at that moment I was like, since I can't have the one I love, since I can't get her, since people are saying my dad is stopping me from getting the one I love.
Yes.
So what am I living for?
Right.
Because I just felt that I'm living for her.
So you really wanted to kill yourself. This is no joke.
I really wanted to kill myself.
Wow.
That's the truth. I really wanted to kill myself.
Wow.
I drank Dettol and it was something else. It wasn't that easy for me to survive it, but I guess God knows that I still have
something to do. Yeah. So you were in the house, you took some Dettol and you drank it.
I drank
but you had people in the house on the day.
My mom was available, my dad was in the parlor.
You were
I was in my room.
You were lucky. You were lucky.
I don't know.
So they found you quick enough.
My mom was actually, at that time, she was trying to call me to come and eat. So I didn't answer her, so she decided to use the opportunity
to come and check on you. Yes.
Inside.
And she found you.
And she found me. I was
unconscious.
Unconscious.
And you had the bottle of Dettol next to you. How much did you drink? How much was it? 500 ml or just? I'm just curious.
Actually,
you can't say.
No,
you just drank it.
Check drunkards. The way they handled it.
You just went like that. Yes.
That was how I handled it.
That must have really hurt. Right?
It was almost half of the container.
But on a serious note, you were lucky enough that your mother found you on time.
Yeah, when she found me, she gave me palm oil to drink.
Palm oil,
I
right.
was rushed to the hospital.
To the hospital, right.
My dad noticed, and my dad was just saying, let him die since he wants to die because of this girl. Let him die. Though I knew he loves me. He doesn't want to lose me.
Maybe he was angry.
He was angry. Like
yes,
man.
yes.
The men, even if they are passing through pains,
yes, they will
always want to compose themselves.
They will do both face, yes, yes.
So I wasn't really here, understanding what he was saying, because at that moment I was intermittently disordered. I was not myself.
Right. So you get to the hospital, the doctor does everything, and then you are better, right?
They can find again.
Right.
Yeah.
So did the lady, Becky, that's her name, right?
Yeah.
Was she informed about this?
She actually came to the hospital.
She came to the hospital.
Yeah.
I think it's time to meet Becky. We'll be right back. After the break, we'll meet Becky, ladies and gentlemen.
I never looked at it in that way. That greatness, this kind of person, 250. What?
So he was very busy. He was very, very, very busy. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Before the break, we met Becky, who is the lady in the life of greatness. As a matter of fact, he tried to kill himself because of Becky, right? But Becky, you were saying you heard for the first time about his 250 ladies, and you are very angry about that. He never told you about it.
No, he never mentioned
He never confessed to you.
No, I'm just hearing it.
And how do you feel about that?
I don't really have to feel it now, but I don't know. I can't just say.
You can't say. So you never suspected anything like that about his background?
No, I never suspected. It's from a very well brought up family.
Right.
To me, he's a very, very good person. I never looked at it in that way. That greatness, this kind of person, 250. What?
So he was very busy. He was very, very, very busy. But at least he said he was protecting himself, and that he takes tests every 3 months. So at least we know there's nothing wrong with him. We know he survived it, right? I'm not saying it was right, but I'm saying that at least now he's over it, right? You are the only woman in his life, right? Greatness.
Yeah.
That's the only woman you love now. That you try presently, that you try to kill yourself because of.
Yeah.
So when they called you that this man tried to kill himself, you rushed to the hospital.
I acted first. Like greatness, it can't be. Then I rushed to the hospital. Then I met greatness on the hospital bed. I was like, greatness, why? How could you? 1, you die. It will be 1. 2, you lose me. It will be 2. 3, you miss your family. It will be like
No, his family will miss him.
Okay, his family will miss him. Then I
Yes.
just miss his family
3.
too. That
Yes.
is 3-0. So why would you?
Yes.
Why would you just go and drink Dettol? Why?
And what did he say?
What did you say, please? Tell them.
You
Tell
see,
the
when she
audience.
asked me that question, I wasn't expecting her to ask me because of
What were you expecting her to do? To say, oh,
I expected her to understand the feelings I have for her at that moment, and not to be asking me that trash.
to show
Because the trash to me at that
some
moment.
compassion.
Yeah.
Yes.
But she came, there was no element of feelings at that moment. She was angry. shouting at me even when I was in the hospital bed. So she was actually the last person I expected to act that way. So, because I did it simply because of her.
Wow.
So I was really not myself when she was saying it.
And you died a second time again, right?
I actually didn't die because I was treated.
You nearly died, right?
Died.
You nearly died.
Yeah.
Let me say it. We are not condoning this on this show at all. But we are talking about it in case anybody is going through this. It's not the end of your life. You heard Becky say that you would lose 3-0, she said, right? She said you will lose her, yeah. Your family will lose you, and you have no future. You are a student, you're a young man, you're a young graduate, There was no need for that whatsoever. Okay? Perhaps there were other ways of dealing with the issue. Do you think so?
Yeah.
Anyway, we are happy that you lived to tell the tale, right? We are happy that she is not the only one here telling us the story. We're happy that both of you are here to tell the story. Am I right? Yeah. We thank God for that, right? Yeah. So, Becky, what would you like to say to him now that you know his past, now that you know all these things? Do you see a life together with him after all this that you know?
Yeah, I still see, because I remember when we were in the hospital, he told me that the love is diminishing.
The love he has for you
is diminishing. He didn't tell me that he doesn't love me anymore. He just said it's diminishing. I said, why? Just tell me why. I've never done anything wrong to you. You've never seen me with any guy. So why will you just diminish? Because of your parents or what? So I was telling him, Greatness, no, that I still love you now. Why would you just, what kind of word is that? So he was contemplating. I don't know what he was. You tell us.
So why did you say the love was diminishing? Why?
I said that because I like the way she acted, she reacted on me in the hospital. No, every man ought to know what to do at the right time. She knew I was not myself, I was not organized, I was not well. Let me use the word. I was not well. So everyone who is sick needed to be treated right. The actions she came into the hospital with was like, it's just as if she was putting on the blame, all the blames on me, shouting on me even when I was in hospital bed. And I was just thinking of so many things. And I have to be sincere. Why I told her that, before she came, I dreamt, let me call it a dream. It wasn't an imagination right there in the hospital bed.
After your dental coma?
Yes, when I was still in the hospital.
Yeah.
I dreamt that she actually disappointed me. That someone made her to just terminate the relationship. So I was contemplating within me, why should I even at first almost kill myself because of
a woman?
And now I just wake up from the sleep. She's already reacting, corresponding to the dream.
But goodness, but that was how even your father reacted. You told us earlier on that even your father reacted in the same manner.
Yeah.
Your father said if he wants to kill himself, let him kill himself. So maybe they were both in shock. Maybe they were angry.
My father,
yes.
not she.
Well, they're both.
It's a normal thing. I should expect such thing from my dad, but not she. I expected.
So can I ask a question? If it was the other way around and she drank Dettol, what would your reaction have been? What would you have told her on the hospital bed?
If I know the level of love she had for me,
in the same circumstances,
yes,
what would you have done? What would you have said to her on getting there?
I would feel pity for her.
Really?
That's the truth.
And what would you say to her when you get there?
Because I would tell her you shouldn't have do it in a polite manner, not to shout on her.
I think I agree.
She wasn't
well.
She wasn't well. So I should be able to address her in a polite manner.
Yes.
Not to shout on her.
But I think we all have different ways of reacting to different situations. Some people would react and think the way you just said. Others, like your father, would react in a very, very, because they are scared. What if he died? You understand? Because I can imagine what she went through, thinking a million things. Because if you had died, her family would always blame her for your death, right? So perhaps she was just, feeling, angry. So I think you can understand and excuse her, right? Now, what I want to know is from now on, what is the situation? Are you together? Do you have a plan for the future? What is the future like?
Yeah.
Are you back in love with each other?
I still love her.
You still, so it's no longer diminishing, it's increasing now.
It's not much increasing in the sense that each time I get close to her, though I've not told her the dream yet, this is my first time
Of
now
telling her.
telling her. No, each time I get close to her, it always reminds me of that dream. And because I knew how I felt, the emotional trauma I passed through in my past relationship, how I was really hurt, I didn't want to be hurt the second time.
No, now let's be fair. You say you were hurt in your past relationship. I must bring you also to where you also hurt a lot of ladies. So you've been hurt and you have hurt a lot. So let us be fair, greatness, right? It's not just about you. You also hurt a lot of girls, right?
Yeah.
So let's put that behind you. Try and put that behind you, right? So is this the woman of your life, of your dreams? Or
You see, as time goes
there's still,
you know,
right.
like the earlier stage when I first met her, I said, lady, I love you. And I want to go into godly relationship with you.
Right.
So just give me the chance and let's see where the road will lead us to.
True. I think that's
we
fair.
are still on the way.
Yes. Yes.
We have not gotten to the end of the road yet.
Yes.
So the end will tell.
And
For
Becky,
now, I can't really tell if I have future with her.
Becky, is this the man of your dreams or
I'll just say by the grace of God.
by the grace? So you love him,
I do.
and you have you've met the man of your future. You've met your future husband, as far as you are concerned, right?
As far as I'm concerned.
I think that's fantastic.
By the
Yes.
grace of God, yeah.
We're going to take a break now. When we come back, we're going to have some questions from the audience.
That I tried to commit suicide for this lady here. You see, anything can happen when a man is in love.
What pleasure do you derive in flirting around with women?
This same girl you're too intoxicated with her love. What if you find out that she's also having an affair elsewhere?
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We've been speaking with Greatness, a young man who told us, among many things, that he had a lady who broke his heart. He now went on to break 250 hearts. He's now with a lady whom he tried to kill himself over. We're going to take some questions from the audience now.
My question goes to Greatness. Greatness, I want to take your mind back in those days when you used to break ladies' hearts. I want to ask a question. You say you have 9 sisters, right? Eh?
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever think you have sisters when you were doing those things to those girls. How do you feel when you were breaking their heart one by one? And
That's
you
a
have
valid
sisters?
question, yes. How would you feel if another person did that to your sisters?
See, I always
that were actually maltreating the girl. You told your
I always
sisters.
tell them, I said, in as much you are my sister, it depends on how you take your life. If you are being hurt by another man, no problem. But as for me, I think I'm entitled to break any heart I feel like breaking. That was what I told them. So I have to be realistic. That was what I told my sister.
And what did they say?
I said, well, Nami, no. That was the word.
You should go on and break hearts.
But I think I know my sister.
I also want to know, are you saying that of all the 250 girls, none of them got you? You didn't fall in love with any one of them?
The truth is, each time they try to express their love to me, I just always feel that they are the same.